Getting answers.
Let's go to Gustavo in Los Angeles, California. Gustavo.
Hello, Brad. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. This time I'm calling you, but to bring some good news finally, and also ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
So after 2 years and 7 months, 2 Stokes interviews, 2 home visits, believe or not, 2 home visits.
Wow.
Yeah.
They finally believed it was a real marriage after all of that, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Mazel tov. Very good, Gustavo. Congratulations.
Yeah, so it's not 100% because I only got my I-130 approved after the interview, 1 day after the interview.
Great.
And now it's been 4 days after the interview, and my I-145 is still pending, and I wonder why.
I don't know either. You got to give them at least 120 days. After 120 days and 2 years, and your from the approval of the I-130 and the I-45 is not, you don't have the green card in your hand, you call me, we'll file a mandamus.
I see. But for example, because I have no criminal records, I have a good affidavit of support, I have medicals, my medicals are current. So is it normal, I mean, to get the I-130 approved
Yes.
certain day and then the I-45 approved like 1 week later?
Yeah, or 2 weeks later or a month later, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. It's normal.
So it's normal. That's why I said give it 120 days. After 120 days, it's not normal. Why they do it that way? Why they don't just send the approvals together? You know, the emoji guy like this who goes like this? I don't know. That's the way they do it. All right?
But I appreciate much your work. I had consultations with you, Brad, and you helped me a lot.
Great.
You know?
Great. Thank you, Gustavo. I appreciate your call.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Okay. All right, let's go to Sinjaya in Los Angeles. Sinjaya.
Hello, can you hear me?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, good. What's going on?
I just wanted to talk about what y'all think of, the ICE detention centers and, how they're, basically creating cages for these kids to stay in. And, I just want to know what y'all think about this.
I think it's terrible. We talk about it every day, how terrible it is.
I know it's terrible. Have you heard about that the Minutemen and, some of the ICE, they're actually using weapons that contain bukkake, and they're shooting them at these people on the border, and they're actually just coating them all, and it's just bukkake everywhere.
I'm not sure what that is. That I don't know. I do know that families, based on a agreement with the government back from the 1990s all the way through Donald Trump, were not supposed to be in detention for more than 20 days. And as long as they didn't pose a threat, they were supposed to be released, waiting on their hearings. This is the first time ever that people are forced to stay on the other side of the border. It's against international treaties and human rights conventions to not allow somebody into your country to apply for refugee status. It's just completely inhumane. We can talk about it for hours. I'm in agreement with you, and I hope Joe Biden wins. More than that.
Joe Biden built the cages.
Well, Joe, I don't know about that, but he certainly is
Joe
going
Biden built the cages.
He's going to do.
If you see what's on Hunter's laptop, it's sick.
Well, I don't know about Hunter's laptop because we don't know whether Hunter's laptop is real or not. But that's a whole story. Let's go to Apana in Austin, Texas. Apana.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you, Brad?
Good, good. What's going on?
So I'm calling for my dad, and I'm a U.S. citizen, right? And I have filed I-130 to my dad because his lawyer was doing too much drama, and it's already for 2 months that after my citizenship, and I just went ahead and did it. So his I-30 is pending. So he filed for asylum, and he got rejected and issued proceeding of removal. And then he appealed that to board of director or something, and then that got rejected. The appeal got rejected.
What was the I-130?
No. His that's a separate case. That's
his what
from
case?
me, right?
His what case?
Asylum.
Asylum case. Okay.
So he filed for asylum, and that got rejected. And he was issued proceeding of
The
removal.
NTA, right.
Yeah, and then he appealed to BOA Board of Director, and that appeal was rejected.
He got denied by the immigration judge and appealed the immigration judge's decision to the Board of Immigration Appeals.
Yeah, and
Right.
then he did the board appeal to Board of Director. Yeah,
to whatever circuit court.
Yeah, that got rejected, and then
So
he filed to Ninth Circuit.
What is the question that you have for me?
So my question is, and he's in TPS right now. We're from Nepal, so
Okay.
he's in TPS right
Right.
now, and the TPS going to end on January 4 for Nepal.
Did he apply for withholding of removal? Why was his asylum denied?
I don't know that.
I don't know either. Okay, so this is what needs to happen. Okay, I can't solve his problem. We don't know anything about his case on this show. I can solve his problem privately. I would need to look at all of his records, look at the entire record of appeal, and then figure out what the next step is. I don't know right now. So hold on one second.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Omar in Zionville, North Carolina. Omar.
Hey, Brad. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm here.
Good. I'm here too.
So can you hear me?
I do.
Can you hear me?
I do.
Okay. So yeah, I have a question here because I filed a VAWA case back in August 2018, but until now, October 2020, the only thing I've received to date is a Prima Facie determination.
Right.
And I've received that maybe about 2 weeks ago, so I'm asking if you know what is happening.
I don't know what's happening with your particular case, but I can tell you generally what happens. When they look at your VAWA case and you get a prima facie determination, what they've said is on its face, without delving deep into your case, on its face, it appears that you're an abused spouse. And because on its face, you appear to be an abused spouse, it's like they take a quick look at it and they say, yep, you look like an abused spouse. We're going to allow you to apply for government benefits. It's a good thing, because if they look through your case quickly and they say, we don't see anything here, then, and you don't get a prima facie, that means you're looking at certainly an RFE and perhaps a denial. So it's a good positive development when you get a prima facie. Why did it take so long to get? I don't know. VAWA cases are taking over 2 years right now, unfortunately.
All right. So another thing that I wanted to look at, because my priority date would have been August 2018, but now when I look online, they're serving priority date in February 2019. Should I be worried about that since that date already passed?
I'm not sure what you're looking at, but on a VAWA case that was filed in 2018, you just got the prima facie. Your case got buried somewhere. When did you file it?
August 2018.
And you're just getting a prima facie for the first time ever now?
Yes.
How do you know it was filed in August of 2018? Who told you that? You have a receipt that says filed in August 2018?
That's the priority date that was given on the records, and that's the date that the lawyer that I used it.
I'm not sure what happened. My guess is that the papers were returned at one point, and then he had to submit additional paperwork before they actually received your case. It's my guess. I don't know for a fact, because August 20, you should be getting a prima facie determination within, a few months of you filing it. 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, not 2 years later. So obviously something went awry, and maybe your lawyer did something, I don't know. Maybe you're misunderstanding what's going on. But to get a prima facie for the first time 2 years after, that's obviously an issue. I would speak to your lawyer, ask for a copy of your records, or I can request a copy of records and see what's going on. But something is amiss.
Okay. And the other question I want to ask, after getting this prima facie, is it sure of anything coming through anytime soon?
I don't know. I don't know anything about your case. Hold on one second. Let's go to Abdullah in Salt Lake City, Utah. Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Thank
you for taking my call.
Yes.
My question is about I mistakenly registered to vote in 2015, and then I removed. 2015.
I don't know what your question is. All I heard was the year 2015.
Oh,
Get yourself
yeah, I
together here with
registered
your
to
question. What happened
vote.
in 2015?
I registered to vote.
You registered to vote in 2015.
Yes.
Okay. Were you a citizen?
No.
Were you a green card holder?
Yes.
Okay. You can't register to vote as a green card holder. Only citizens can vote. Why did you register to vote?
Correct. Wrong advice of a roommate.
All right. Hold on one second. Because you don't want to tell people you made false claims to U.S. citizenship, because then you say bye-bye to America. Hold on. Let's go to Samim in Queens, New York. Samim.
Hey, Brad. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Quick question. I just need to know. I asked you before I call you a couple times, and I just filed my citizenship on 21st of this month.
Mm-hmm.
After 4 years, 3 months, and 3 days. 4 months. 4 years, 9 months, and 3 days. You said.
Right.
So I did that last 21st of this month.
Right.
I just need to know, could you tell me how long it's going to take to receive? Like usually they usually used to send you the first receipt.
You should. It's taking about 2 months now.
Just to receive the receipt?
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. And another quick question that my nephew, he married to the U.S. citizen. She's here, and they're relative as well. I mean, it's from the relative family marriage. So my nephew, he's from Pakistan as well, but he worked in UAE, United Arab Emirates,
Mm-hmm.
Abu Dhabi. So his wife, she came back. She's U.S. citizen now. She has a child by him, and it's more than 2 years now, and he's still in the Abu Dhabi. And I just need to know. Question is this: my nephew, wife, father said it's the father of that child have the U.S. immigration have to find some signature or something that before she can apply for her husband.
Wait,
and then he able to.
I don't understand. What? What'd you say? I didn't hear the last.
Okay, if the husband is in the other country, and the wife, she came back after the marriage,
right,
back to the U.S. and she's U.S. citizen.
What is the question? Just ask me the question.
How long it take to file for her husband?
She's a citizen?
She's a citizen and she's here and she has a son by him.
About a year to a year and a half.
If she filed it.
Correct.
So that means does not need that child baby who's in the Abu Dhabi, he need to any sign or anything for the U.S. government, right?
No.
To prove that he is the father.
No.
Before she filed.
No. His name is on a birth certificate, right?
Huh?
The father's name is on a birth certificate. I'm like not having communication here with everybody today. What's wrong with me? The father's name is on the birth certificate. The wife files for him. It's a very simple question. They have a baby together.
She didn't file for him. She and her parents, they're saying to him, their son-in-law, that the U.S. government we need to prove that you are the father. So it's take a little bit of time. Is that true?
No. You're married.
Okay, that's all.
File it on 130. Goodbye. Let's go to April in Houston. April, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
I wanted to know.
My God, crazy day today, April.
I'm sorry?
Crazy people calling today. What's going on?
I know, right?
Yeah. All right.
I wanted to know. Okay, so my husband and I were going for our interview November 9th.
Right.
And I have not been getting my payroll direct deposit, but I have made many cash deposits in his payroll, and we have lots of that's all we use is our bank account.
Okay.
So, is that going to,
No, I don't. I think if you bring in a joint bank account and you show money being deposited from various sources, and it's your money, his money, and you're depositing it, and out of that joint bank account, you're paying bills that you're both responsible for, bills he's responsible for, bills you're responsible for, that's a real marriage. I think that's a good thing.
Okay, good. Yeah, we pay all our bills through the account. Mm-hmm. Even like Cash App, it shows my name, it shows everything being transferred.
So I think that's a good thing.
Okay. Was there another question you wanted to ask? Changing your name. Oh, about changing my name. Do I go through immigration for that?
What do you mean changing your name?
Changing my last name to my husband's last name.
When you apply, when you go for your interview, to ask the immigration officer that your green card come in your husband's name, and when you get your green card in your husband's name, you'll then go and get your Social Security card changed, if you have it in a different name, into your married name. And then you have your green card and your Social Security card in your married name. You'll go get a driver's license in your married name. And guess what? That's your new name.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We watch your show every day.
My pleasure. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.